Hey there, it's Becky from CorkCutting.com, and today I'm going to tell you about the 11 movies that I absolutely loathe, as in like visceral reaction, burning passion of hatred that for some reason other people love. For a more in-depth analysis of the films, make sure to check out the full article on CorkCutting.com. I wanted to like La La Land so much. It felt like one of those movies that you have to like because it received so many great reviews and awards. Plus, I love Emma Stone. However, La La Land was honestly really painful to watch. The characters were selfish, and the dancing was pretty atrocious. I grew up watching Gene Kelly, among other really talented dancers, and this just did not live up to that caliber. I was actually really grateful when the credits rolled and I could turn off the TV. The film Arrival was really well done, from the CGI to the acting to the intricate plotline. Considering the language was the center of the movie, and that I was an English major in college, I should have really enjoyed this. However, the film's tension had my stomach in knots for the entire 2 hours, and I just couldn't shake that sense of unease even after it was over. While I enjoy Star Wars, the original movies, and Battlestar Galactica, I do not enjoy movies about deep space. The difference lies in the realisticness of the setting. There aren't any Cylons or stormtroopers running around in Interstellar. Add in that I didn't want to watch the movie in the first place, and that my boyfriend at the time wouldn't take no for an answer. Of course I didn't enjoy Interstellar. I hated it. I love Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey, and I found the plotline of The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind to be really compelling. If I hadn't watched it right after a really messy breakup, I might have liked it. But I did, and I sobbed the entire time, and it wasn't a good kind of cry. My emotions were just too raw, and I think it unfortunately tainted the film for me. Every girl is supposed to like The Notebook. I didn't. While I like both Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling, the main characters were rather unlikable. Allie was self-centered and treated Noah horribly. The Hope book idealizes Allie's behavior and sets the norm that if a guy really loves you, he'll overlook how poorly you treat him. Essentially, it's condoning emotional abuse, and that is a hard pass for me. I'm sure The Matrix is a cult classic for a reason, but I just don't know what that reason is. There was never a point while watching it where I became emotionally involved with the characters. The plot was hard to follow, and I didn't care enough to rewatch it and figure it out. As a side note though, Keanu Reeves is a wonderful person. He's kind and caring and genuinely a nice guy, but he can't act to save his life. He has the same facial expression the entire movie. Austin Powers is a film franchise that should have ended after the first installment. And yes, I 100% stand by this statement. It's crass, horrendous, and honestly more cringeworthy than watching Michael Scott in The Office. I have never made it past the first 20 minutes of this movie, and trust me, I have tried so many times to watch it just to appease friends. Here's another cult classic I just can't get behind. Pulp Fiction. Sure, there are some iconic scenes, and I even enjoyed the twisted connections between all of the main players. However, I cannot stand Uma Thurman. There's just something about her, and it's not in a good way. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why Quentin Tarantino has such a weird fetish for Thurman and her feet. This last holiday season, I finally watched A Christmas Story for the first time, and I have to say, I wasn't impressed. I was bored halfway through the movie and kept wondering when it was going to be over. It was simply a movie about a bratty little kid obsessed with getting a Red Ryder gun, and I couldn't help but think, why? What's the point of this? As far as I could tell, there wasn't a point. It's safe to say that I like Harrison Ford, as Han Solo and Indiana Jones are beloved characters in my household. So when Blade Runner 2049 came out on streaming services, my fiance and I decided to watch them back to back, as we had never seen the original either. Imagine all the worst things from 80s films and cramming them all together in a hodgepodge manner. That's Blade Runner. We agreed it was a total waste of our time. I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't remember much from Cool Hand Luke, but I'm pretty sure it's because I've blocked it from my memory. My uncle claimed it's one of those movies that you have to see at least once, so we watched it one time when I was a preteen. I'm pretty sure my reflexive aversion to hard-boiled eggs is due to this movie. In a scene, Luke bets that he can eat 50 hard-boiled eggs in 1 hour. and it becomes so challenging after a while that inmates actually have to rub and massage his throat in order to help him swallow. Yeah, I haven't had a hard-boiled egg since. Let us know in the comments, am I right or am I wrong? Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep an eye out for our next video.